This has been a wonderful day for sure. There's two stories here tonight. One is our investigation into Islamic Relief USA, which gives money to Islamic Relief worldwide, which then gives money to a couple of other groups, which goes to Hamas. And Ahmed Badir and Hatem Bazian were in the middle of that. We didn't get to tell that story today because the other human interest story of good Americans coming to a public place, to a public meeting, publicly promoted through the airwaves and in the media, were denied entrance preemptively because they somehow create some sort of problem or are associated with someone else. The first people to claim in their victim status that they ought not be identified with others, guilt by association, are Ahmed Badir and his Muslim Brotherhood terrorism-related friends. When you say you're part of CARE, CARE's a terrorist organization according to the government that's been unindicted. Oh, you can't hold me accountable, guilt by association, just because I know Sami Al-Arian. Yet Jack, who knows me, was not allowed into an event because of guilt by association. So Mr. Badir and others, these are hypocrites, ladies and gentlemen. So the human interest story is what we brought you tonight. This material is on the website. It's going to be up there. You can send it out to your friends.
Watch as some of the attendees of the Islamic Relief USA fundraiser for Palestine tried to start a fight in the Hilton Hotel parking lot after the event was over and had to be removed by the police.
Behave yourself, I'm not taping you.
Can we call the police right now because we need to... What is going on here?
I'm trying to leave. This guy's coming at me. I thought he was somebody else.
I'm sorry.
Without his permission. What are they doing here?
This gentleman touched
what they doing
him without
here?
his
We have
permission.
event. What they have?
Okay.
That's in my definition of battery.
Why?
I thought he was somebody else. He told me he was, and I was backing up, and this guy comes at me.
Listen.
You sure? You sure about that?
This is not what
and I'm trying to walk away, and
I'm about to make sure
pressing
that you guys are safe and they're safe. Okay, that's what I'm about. I'm not here to get in the middle of all of this.
We have no rights whatsoever to tape anybody. You have to force that. You should know better.
Okay.
You shouldn't.
You don't need to tell this gentleman how to do his job.
America! Get those Hamas guns off!
Thank you very much.
We love you too. Come out of your drugs first. Come out of your drugs first. You drinking or shooting drugs, then you come to talk to us. They have no rights whatsoever. They came to tape me. No rights. No. We don't have rights.
Where's your flag?
Public. I'm not public.
It's in my car. I love America. I live in America and I love America.
We can't sell the property here.
I love America. America is my country. I was born here. I love America and I love Palestine.
Thank you.
Islamic Relief USA and Ahmed Badir deny several people entry into the Islamic Relief fundraiser. Listen to their story.
So what happened when
they wouldn't let us in?
they wouldn't let you into the event?
No.
Why is that?
Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? Didn't like the way we look? In fact, some of the ones who, call it prejudice.
Are from certain countries. They have lived.
Whatever you want.
Oh, yeah, and they're more conservative.
What was their excuse for not letting you in?
I guess they think we're trouble.
A lot of the Latin Americans, too.
Well, I didn't hear what the excuse was. I was just told that we were banned from going into the room.
Unfortunately.
And evidently it's because of their religious faith.
Well, that seems very intolerant towards me.
Exactly.
It doesn't seem, is. is the operative.
I feel personally victimized by the Islamic Relief USA, Ahmed Badir,
and discrimination.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
First of all, I'm a candidate for the Florida State Senate. I'm a Marine Corps combat veteran.
What's your name?
Mike Lemire.
Okay,
and I
Mike.
should have every right to go in that room because I'm also a guest at the hotel.
You try to get into the event as well?
It was very interesting. I was told that first that there weren't enough seats. And then I stood a little longer and they said, you know, we're just not going to let in suspicious looking people.
They called you a suspicious person?
I don't know why.
On my cell phone, a voicemail message from this organization. I did not provide them with my telephone number. Right. They solicited my information, okay, and contacted me and invited me to this event. Now, and these people have the audacity to invite me here today and not even do me the dignity of allowing me in the room when I have done nothing and said nothing off color or out of place to anyone here today. They arbitrarily decided, because of the color of my skin and no possible other reason, that I'm not allowed in the room today. That is racism, pure, sweet, and simple.
Did you try to get into the event as well?
Well, I was right behind Ed Bender. I heard the ruckus, and I went over and I saw that Ed wasn't allowed to. He wasn't allowed to purchase a ticket, contrary to what we were told across the street. I believe those soft-spoken youngsters that told us how much they loved America. I believe they told us, in fact, that we could buy it on the way in. But apparently, Americans are not welcome to this event. It's apparently not local Floridians anyway. And so life goes on. And then the Hilton Hotel, they don't like people hanging out in the lobby for this and that. Well, maybe they should stop hosting events like this. Maybe we Floridians are fed up with fundraisers for terrorism on our own soil. I mean, when will enough be enough? I mean, this is documented, ladies and gentlemen. There's no doubt that this money, some of this money, X% of this money is going to go directly to terrorists. There's no doubt that some of the money being raised in there right now is going to translate in the deaths of X number of innocent men, women, children. In Israel, who knows? Who knows where else?
This evening, how do you fit that into your concerns there?
Well, they're reaching the young people. They're really reaching the young people, and the young people are the ones that are going to carry this all on. They're very organized. They get the kids in there, the whole family. They're making a family unit, and it's their ideology, religion first, and our country last.
Second, last, yeah.
Because their culture and their ideology comes first. I didn't see anything really American there. They want to dress American, they want to act American,
They want to live
but there's
American.
nothing that reinforces what our country stands for. Right. And of course, then you see Sharia. You know, the whole movement's about Sharia, and Sharia and the Constitution are incompatible. You can't have both.
Absolutely.
You have to have either one or the other because they cannot coexist together.
Right.
Thank you, Ruth, for your time.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Fort Lauderdale Tea Party Rally for America in opposition to the Hilton Hamas fundraiser put on by Islamic Relief, USA.
Well, I'm Danita Kilcullen, and I'm Tea Party Fort Lauderdale, and we don't like what's going on here in our neighborhoods with this Hamas fundraising and these Hiltons all over the nation, I guess.
Hang on one second. Look at the cars, camera people here, that are backed up looking at Danita and her crew.
We're here trying to let the public know what's going on right under their noses without their knowledge, because these people aren't awake at all. And surprisingly, there are more people awake out here than I would have even guessed. We're getting lots of homes, lots and lots and lots of homes. Both sides of the street, Muslims. You hear that?
Yeah, man. It sounds like you're adopting a very subjective view of Islam.
It's not subjective. I'm a religious person. I pray 5 times. Okay, go ahead.
You're kind of inventing your own religion. I mean,
I would not.
Do you hold to the Sharia?
Sharia law is completely separate from the religion of Islam. It's you pray 5 times a day.
According to who, though? See,
according to the Quran. I'm a Muslim. That is
no, my question was, is that Sharia?
What define Sharia law in your words?
It's defined in a book called Alliance of the Traveler. Are you familiar with that book?
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Okay. Well, that's where it's defined, and it's approved by all these authoritative organizations, including Al-Azhar. What country are you originally
I'm
from?
Lebanese.
Lebanese. That says that there's one Sharia, basically, and all Muslims in every country. I'm asking you specifically on one Sharia, and you're starting to skate around and
I'm trying to understand what you're talking about.
There's a set authoritative, definite, finite, 1,200-page book that lays out how you have to enter the bathroom,
I've not read that book.
how women have to be. If that book exists, and if that book is declared to be authoritative in Islam, then would you say that you'd be interested in following those laws?
No, I'm a modern Muslim.
Then you're not. Then you're an apostate according to the Sharia as
according to the
articulated.
according to the extremist people that have.
No, that's authoritative doctrine of 1,400 years.
Extremist Muslim. There's a difference.
But we're happy that you're an apostate. Believe me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, do you follow?
After talking with Tom Trento, Farah returned to the Islamic Relief USA table inside the Hilton Hotel wearing a Hamas scarf. The Hamas scarf shows her support for Hamas, which is a designated foreign terrorist organization, proving that everything that she was saying outside to the non-Muslims were lies and deceptions. This is the face of modern Muslim.
If indeed they believe what they're saying, that's number one. And the time to deconstruct these kind of things is not in the middle of a rally on a corner in Fort Lauderdale. You pull sound bites. But if they really believe what they say they're believing, then they're not Muslims. I mean, they're the furthest thing in the world from Muslims. It's sort of a traditional system they want to believe. But Islam is Sharia law, and if they reject it, then they're not really Muslims. But we like that. We like the
breaking of tradition for the money not to end up somehow in the hands of terrorist organizations. And we just want to tell you that we're tired of it, that the American people need to wake up, because if they don't wake up, sooner than later, we are going to end up in the same position that Europe and certainly the Scandinavian countries have found themselves in, which is a quiet stealth jihad which disenables Christians and Jews and other religions, Buddhists, Hindus, to practice their religions freely. This is not about whether or not peaceful Muslims want to practice their faith. This is about a theocracy which would like to limit my freedoms here and abroad.
Obama will lose Florida, Broward County will go to Romney, and that way Hamas no mas. All the liberal Jews wake up!
Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Our Muslim friends inside the Islamic Relief USA fundraiser for Hamas stated there were no American flags and no Pledge of Allegiance spoken at that event.